What if there's so many numbers that we have to group the data? Well, welcome to this class. For this example, we have the times it takes to complete a frame of snooker. Here are the results. As you can tell, because there's so much variance in the time it takes to complete a frame of snooker, we can't just be like, oh, it took 18 minutes, it took 18 minutes twice, it took 90 minutes. No. It can take between 10 and 20, 20 and 30, 30 and 60, you know. So to do that, we have to group the data. We can still find the mean, and here's how. First things first is we need to add up the frequency, because that is the number that we're going to divide from. 14 plus 35 plus 39 plus 12 is equal to 100 games of snooker. Okay. Now what we need to do is we need to find the midpoint between our ranges. So in this case, it's between 0 and 10. So what we need to do is find the mean between 0 and 10, which is 5. Same thing with 10 and 20, it's going to be 15. Same thing between 20 and 30, 25. And then 30 and 60, it's going to be 45. Okay. And now it's the same as what we were doing in the last class. We're going to times the frequency by the midpoint. Okay? 14 times 5 is 70. 35 times 15 is going to be 525. 39 times 25 is going to be 975. And finally, 12 times 45 is going to be 540. Let's add them up. When we add them up, we get 2110. And so the mean is going to be 2110 over 100, which is just going to be 21.1 minutes. Okay? And that is our final answer. Is this video helpful so far? Make sure you subscribe as I can explain things a lot better. Now let's check this example. For this one, we're told that 2 months after the first flower appeared, a farmer measured the beans that were growing. Okay? Here are the lengths that they found. Between 0 and 5 is 8. Between 5 and 10, 14. 12 and 15, 22. And from 15 to 25, only 6 beans. Estimate the mean length. Okay, not a problem. What we're going to do is add up the frequencies. 8 plus 14 plus 22 plus 6 is 50 beans. Okay? Now we need to find the midpoint of the range. Between 0 and 5, it's going to be 2.5. Between 5 and 10, it's going to be 7.5. Between 15 and 10, it's going to be 12.5. And between 15 and 25, it's going to be 20. Now, what we're going to do is times midpoint by the frequency. So, 8 times 2.5, that's just going to be 20. 14 times 7.5 is going to be 105. 22 times 12.5, that's just going to be 275. And 6 times 20, that's just going to be 120. Add them all up. Once we add them up, we should get an answer of 520. So what's the average mean going to be? The average mean is going to be 520 divided by 50. And if we plug that into our calculators, we should get an answer of 10.4 centimeters per runner bean. Is this video a bit confusing? That's okay. Join my Discord server and send me any questions you want for fast responses guaranteed. Now let's look at the last example of the day. A table shows the length of 25 fish, so calculate the estimate for the mean length. Well, we know that between 0 and 10 there's 4. So what we first need to do is add up all the frequencies. 4 plus 10 plus 7 plus 4 is equal to 25. Gives us the answer here. Now what we need to do is we need to find the midpoint. Okay? The midpoint is just the mean of the range. So the mean between 0 and 10, that's just going to be 5. For 10 and 20, that's just going to be 15. For 20 and 30, that's just going to be 25. And the mean of 30 and 40 is going to be 35. All right? So that's our midpoint. Now what we need to do is we need to multiply by the frequency. So 4 times 5 is just going to be 20. 10 times 15 are 150. 7 times 25 is going to be 175. And finally 4 times 35 is going to be 140. Okay? Let's add them up to get our final answer. And we get 485, okay? And so therefore the mean is just going to be 485 divided by 20, which is equal to 24.25 centimeters. That is the average length of a fish. Thank you guys for watching. Did you enjoy my tutoring style? Well, you can get tutored by me. Drop me an email and we can organize a meeting and a quote. Keep on learning as you have no idea what you're capable of doing.